Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got Bill Monroe Jr. from Bill Monroe Outdoors. Now we're going to get to the meat of the conversation. The big question, as you know, Bill, even better than me most likely, is what the rest of the handful of days that we have on the Columbia below Bonneville, what's your prediction for the next 6 days?
Well, I mean, we've got until April 6th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if we can get enough smelt up into the streams to get these, whatever spring chinook are in the system. There's actually quite a few. I've had good marks on the screen. It's just that their bellies are just, they're full stuff to the brim. I mean, a couple of springers friends have sent me, and I've seen 12 to 15. One had 18 smelt in it combined with 3 needlefish straight out of the ocean.
Wow.
They're coming right in. So there's no need for them to want to eat our presentation unless they're angry by someone who's sitting on the hook with like a plug and they see that and they react, that type of thing. I see some improvement coming in the 1st to 6th period. So Tuesday to Sunday, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm going to do. Last year, we had something real close to this. You remember last year, I think we got until April 6th initially, and then they were really good. And this is where the departments excelled last year. Granted, they set these seasons knowing that we have a later and later and later timed run. It's happening. We can't deny it.
Yeah.
But we went to April 6th initially, and then we were extended April 9th and then April 11th. And I think we have a pretty good possibility of that happening again. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but the way that in-season management has been played through the past like 3 or 4 years now, extensions become a very real possibility. And I see it as being in our favor right now with, I don't even want to guess how many fish they think have been caught, because I know it will be high and I won't agree with it. You're the same way, blah, blah, blah. But I can see us getting, hopefully, through the 2nd week of April, maybe if they come out and say, hey, the quota's sitting real low. It's an ultra buffered run in the first place, 30%. It's
Right.
already buffered. We don't have a real reason to be scared right now to halt fishing. That's what everybody's worried about. There's no reason. We have a forecast that says it's okay. We have an ultra buffered run to say that it's okay. And we have conditions that absolutely are horrible that says it's okay to possibly grant us an extension. All these things are in our favor. So that's good.
Do you think that would be something that would happen before the 6th, or would you foresee a closure on the 6th and then them making that decision post the season, the 6th?
We always try to say, hey, let's meet April 4th, or let's meet April 3rd. April 3rd is going to be very hard because I had to take a day off of fishing anyways, another day off, because North of Falcon that's a really important day for North of Falcon, because our summer fisheries are going to be a lot more important than our spring fisheries this year. Just to be clear, North of Falcon's very important this year.
Yeah.
So getting them to do a meeting on April 3rd is probably not going to happen. But April 4th might, if we can say, hey, let's at least talk about this before it closes on Sunday and let's just keep fishing, that might be a real possibility. Yes.
If it doesn't happen that way and we go to the 6th and it closes, when would you expect there to be a meeting and an update on the run where they might make that decision for an extension?
Well, they put a bunch of numbers together after the 6th. They put a bunch of creel checks with, that there's a test net fishery that takes place every Tuesday or Wednesday down in the lower river.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important to tell us how many fish are in the system. So they put those numbers together as well. They say, hey, we've got this amount of fish in the river potentially. We've got a creel has been put together of this approximate amount of fish. They'll pull it together maybe Monday or Tuesday, and they make a meeting and they say, hey, we're just going to keep fishing by no later than maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe we go back in. I don't know.
Right.
Something. Hopefully, maybe even if they say, hey, the second weekend of April could be worth a lot of fish if we're not careful. So April 12th or like 13th, which is what I'm hoping for, could be very valuable days as far as the amount of springers that are caught. It could be a real thing.
Well, we can only hope that they make a good and educated decision. Now, I know that numbers are sometimes suspect at best, but what was the allocation that we had this year? And do you think that we're anywhere near it?
No, we're not even close. I mean, we have, I think it's 20. Well, it's around 3,000. There's no way we're even. I don't even want to say it.
Okay.
I don't even think we're at 500.
Right.
Just to be clear, there's no way. There's no way. There's been more fish caught in the Willamette than there has been in the Columbia.
Yes.
You saw your numbers. Let's see. You showed your Bonneville counts. That pilot run hit 4 days ago. You see the pilot run show up over Bonneville. That's when it went to 21 and then down to 18, and now it's down to like 6.
Right.
That once we see that pilot run, and then we see smelt starting to leave the system, and we know that their bellies can kind of digest things within a 48 to 72 hour time frame, we might have a 3-day like window, usually the pilot run, and then it waits a week or so, and then the brunt of the run comes in, and you start seeing, pretty catches really picking up quickly. That can happen with springers. It's just boom, it's on.
Right.
That's how springers have worked.
Okay, so Bill, understanding everything that you've said so far as we're getting close to the end of our segment here, what is your plan the next handful of days? I mean, you don't have to tell us zones and all that stuff.
I know.
Are you going to hit it? Are you going to hit it pretty hard, no matter what's going on, or are you just going to kind of wait a few days?
I mean, I've been telling everybody, I'm out there because this is the opportunity we're given. Is it meaningful opportunity? I mean, no, it's not. They can't predict that it's going to be a meaningful opportunity when they say, hey, you've got this amount of X amount of fish, because they operate off of like forecasts and numbers and paper fish. That's how we operate. So I'm going to go fishing. I want people to be out there, to want to be on the water, to have the opportunity to catch a springer, because they become such a coveted fish to catch. They are actually becoming a rarity. I mean, you and a couple of friends of mine were saying back in like 2011, 2010, when we were fishing back bouncing eggs at Bonneville, epic stuff that I don't know if we're going to see that in our lifetime again, but I sure want to. I don't know how to get there other than to keep fighting for things. You can do these amazing buoy 10 fisheries and amazing fall Chinook fisheries. There's just no reason we can't have spring returns again. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
It's extremely frustrating. And yes, one of the most coveted species on the planet when you're referring to a sport fishery is the Columbia River Spring Chinook, my favorite Chinook of all. Bill, as always, man, we never have enough time to talk, but at least getting some of your insight and at least answering, or at least giving some of the folks out there a little bit of promise, right? That we might have a little bit of, of an extension that's out there. Let's just cross our fingers that actually happens. But when you get out there, man, good luck, be safe, and let us know how it goes, okay? I
feel privileged just to go fishing, Owen. It's a thing.
I hate that.
I know.
Don't. Bill, I love you.
I know.
We'll talk to you soon, man. Good luck, be safe, okay?
Bye, guys.
That's Bill Monroe Jr. from Bill Monroe Outdoors, just sharing his thoughts on what we have to look forward to on the Columbia as we get close to that closure a week from today. All right, let's cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap things up, and we've got another very busy weekend coming up. We'll be right back.